Sport Elf International Cup, the Cleo V6 drivers are absolute saints. Poleman here, Luca Rangoni's younger brother Michael. Thomas Mullens in number 2 is second. Robert Vandenberg in number 3 is third. What's going on here? Numerical order all the way down the field? No, Pierre-Yves Courtals in 62 claims fourth on the grid, but he makes a good start. Gets by Thomas Mullens into the first turn. But it's number 1, Michael Rangoni, hits them down into the crane for the first time. And in a packed field of 2-litre front-wheel drivers, you just know there's going to be a couple that won't quite get it right. Amazingly, they all survived the run into the old hairpin for the first time. Rangoni already starting to try and emulate his older brother Luca and run away from the field. Giuseppe Ciro and Michele Barcian both out though in an early incident, and it's the start of a build a Renault Cleo racer out of bits you pick up fest for the Mills. The Melbourne hairpin, downhill, high speed approach, heavy braking area, loads of cars, inevitable carnage. And getting it wrong out of McLean's. Very rare to get it quite so wrong. But everywhere on Donington Park is a challenge. Not just the blind corners, not just the chicanes, and not just the high-speed sweepers. And not everybody will survive their incidents unscathed. Well, after this final incident, Rick Pearson of Great Britain and Santiago Garcia of Spain, the cars are absolutely trapped in the worst possible position at Coppice, and so finally it's a safety car situation. And the safety car will be out for 3 laps from lap 5 to lap 8, and then they'll get the restart ready for the beginning of lap 9. At this stage, as the marshals recount countless tales of errors and excitement among the drivers, Michael Rangoni, Pierre-Yves Courtals and Robert Vandenberg, the top 3, as they get racing once more. And yes, there's still a packed field of Renault Cleos behind. Plenty more bodywork in the process of being removed, undoubtedly. Rangoni gets the lead firmly under control. Vandenberg trying to pass Pierre-Yves Courtals, but the yellow and red machine of the Dutchman has to take to the grass instead. Melbourne hairpin, let's have another go. Pierre-Yves Courtals in blue and white, Vandenberg in the cloud of tyre smoke. Gets down the inside, and somehow he holds on to it. Michael Haydens also gets past Pierre-Yves Courtals. But Courtals fights back on the inside line. And Haydens in number 70, another of the teammates of Michael Rangoni, finds himself left out high and dry. Soon though, the number 55 of Bernhard ten Trinker of Holland is getting in on the act. Michael Haydens slowing down, nearly catching a few more out at the Melbourne hairpin. Heading towards the start of the final lap. Pierre-Yves Courtals passes Robert Vandenberg, who gets it wrong on the way into Goddard's. But again, our leader, Michael Rangoni, safely out front. Vandenberg on the inside at Redgate, back up to second. Let's have a look inside Hollywood, thinks Vandenberg. Wheel to wheel through Hollywood and down the crane as they go. The battle behind, well, not quite as gripping as this one. Vandenberg back in front by the time they get to the old hairpin, only to run wide, carrying in ambitious levels of speed. Through Schwann's Curve, he still has second place, and as Michael Rangoni gets himself down towards Goddard's, well, he's probably stopped looking in the mirrors for fear of laughing too much. Vandenberg it is who will take second behind Rangoni, and Pierre-Yves Courtals dropping out of that group. Pierre-Yves Courtals rather taking second place and Vandenberg taking third place as they drop behind Michael Rangoni on the way to the line. So it's a successful weekend for Rangoni and for Renault body shops.